Hello everyone and welcome to State of the Realm, your weekly Final Fantasy XIV podcast. This week we're going to be talking about Live Letter 46, which took place during the 14-hour anniversary broadcast for Final Fantasy XIV. It is our patch 4.4 part 2 preview, and yeah, it's going to be a show. So anyway, I'm one of your hosts, Michael Mr. Happy Poperum. Of course, joining me is Sly, aka Slythefox, aka Sly, aka Greyfox, aka you, my boy Blue. How you doing?
Not so bad. How are you now?
I'm tired.
Bet.
Yeah.
Well, plus side. You don't have con flu.
No, I don't. I thought I did because I was like losing my voice Sunday and into Monday, but it's recovered for the most part. Like still a little iffy.
Yeah, I'd say 93% maybe.
93%, yeah. So we'll go with that.
Yeah.
We'll go with that one. All right. So anyway,
but in general, how was PAX for you?
PAX was great. This was one of my favorite PAXs that I've had. That's just how I feel. It was good. A lot of fun. Okay. I got to meet a lot of people I hadn't met before. I got to play a lot of Devil May Cry. Like a lot.
Yeah. I heard about the guy who showed up like every day and got S rank on.
He got it on the third day. He got S rank on the second day. That guy got S rank on the second day, from what I understand.
Okay.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
No, he got it on the third day because when I was at the Dauntless party, I was talking to somebody and they told me that earlier that day somebody got it. Yeah. I almost got S, but I got hit on the last boss and it screwed me. Or I got hit on the boss, I suppose. So. Yeah, it was because I thought I was using the Gerbera, and I had R1'd to combo, and then I swapped to Overture, so I didn't have the dodge, so I got hit.
Damn.
I'm just saying, but I think without that, I actually could have gotten it, because I had a ton of red orbs in good time, and no hits prior, so I felt pretty good about it. And I didn't have time to try again, so. Yeah. But anyway...
Yeah.
I didn't get to go to any parties Friday night. Do you know why?
Why?
Live Letter. No Devil May Cry pizza party. No Twitch party.
But you had pizza.
I did have pizza, and they were out of pepperoni, so I had to get prosciutto on it. How the fuck you gonna run out of pepperoni?
I mean, fuck, that's almost better. Fuck, I'd take a prosciutto pizza.
But it was Dante's favorite pizza's pepperoni.
But prosciutto, don't threaten me with a good time.
Pepperoni. That's all I wanted.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be loyal. Because I was tweeting it at Capcom. I was like, look, I got pizza, but they were out of pepperoni too, so not only do I not get to go to the party, I gotta have a not-pepperoni pizza.
So maybe you're a fancier Dante?
No!
Virgil?
No! Yeah, Virgil likes prosciutto, not Dante. There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, the live letter was from like 8:30 to like 10:30-ish. It was like 2-hour slot. So
yeah.
And then after that, had to record thoughts video. But we have a live letter and we have our part 2 preview, and it's about what we expected, minus a few things.
Trailer specifically.
So apparently, patch was always going to be on the 18th. But they had to do a live letter for the 14-hour broadcast. They do it every time.
Yeah.
So they had it a week earlier on top of being away at Gamescom the week prior, plus getting ready for the 14-hour broadcast. They didn't finish it in time for this like slightly earlier than usual live letter, which then screws up with some of the other things we've predicted. So there was no trailer. And Sly, do you know what happens when there's no trailer? There's no gear previews. There's no gear previews. They won't show the raid and gear because it's in the trailer and then they show it.
Well, we did get something. I mean, call it something. Just call it something. It's something.
No, it was nothing.
So you're gonna okay, in retrospect to leaks, yeah, I can agree. But for those who don't know about the leaks, sure, it's something.
There's nothing. There's nothing gear related at the very least. I just want to see what this next tier of armor will look like. Okay?
Okay.
We did get something though. Release date. I just said we didn't get any gear.
I just said something.
But I said we didn't get any gear.
Okay.
That we got nothing. I said
we got something. Yeah. We did get a release date.
Exactly.
The 18th. Which
the 18th.
Which we were kind of tossed up on between the 11th and the 18th. I leaned more towards the 18th, and yeah, it's the 18th.
Yeah, this 14-hour broadcast being where they had to have a live letter kind of threw it off. And people were trying to take off work. A lot of people were like, I guess I'll just take off the 11th because that's the pattern it's always been. So now people are trying to like re-request time off for certain people. It's a little deeper into the school semester for some people too. So those in like college and whatnot, or grad school or whatever, they're dealing with their own stuff. It's past summertime, so all the summer stuff is done,
Yep.
So weird, but I'm not too upset because I have Dragon Quest XI and Spooderman and still have to play Monster Hunter GU, so I have a little more time to do that. So I'm not like that bent out of shape.
I mean, you say a little, but that's not a lot of time where you like in between those three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not whatever. 18th.
Yep.
That's what else can we say? And from the moment this live letter started, we actually thought we were getting the trailer because they start off with a little tease of chaos. They show, the last boss of Final Fantasy 1 walking out onto the field, and then it transitions to Yoshi P being in game and, teasing that he gets auto attacked really hard 3 times and that you can fall off.
Yeah. And the way he did the camera angles for chaos, he was leaving a lot of shit out. Like he really did not want us to know anything about chaos. So the only thing you really can surmise is that the fact that you get hit really hard. That's it. Usually we have a little bit more to go on, but
Black Mage, got hit. It took him 3 auto attacks to die. It doesn't hit that hard.
Yeah.
Granted, normal mode, but
Yeah.
However, I think with this was probably the single most important thing they showed. And they did go over the new Uznair. They did go over Suzaku a little bit. They did show a few things over the first half. But this was the biggest topic of discussion for one big reason that I had to discuss with you before the show started.
Leaks.
So normally we don't like to go too much into this in the show, but it's kind of an unavoidable topic for the time being because it's got 700 upvotes or 700 comments on Reddit right now.
Yep.
So for some time now, and we've been mostly ignoring them on the show and on the streams, there's been a user, I believe over on 4chan, goes by the username of Blue Fever, which is going to be very fitting when you see how the rest of this discussion goes. And he has accurately we've been saying predicted, certain key aspects about certain recent launches, and also had a few other guesses that fell short or are likely still to fall short. In the most recent series of leaks and or predictions, Blue Fever posted that what the Alphascape bosses were going to be. And the first boss, he said, would be Chaos.
I mean, I feel like that's not really too far of a stretch, though, because a lot of people were saying, like, we're eventually going to get Chaos. We were saying, like, some of us were saying in the Ivalice, but not really in Alphascape. So I'll give him a little bit slack on that one, just because of where it stands. The other ones, Go ahead.
I think Chaos, I know a lot of people had actually predicted Chaos being in this raid tier, specifically because it's the Alphascape. Now, to be fair, Delta and Sigma have nothing to do with 5 and 6. Like, I think Delta is 4 and Sigma's like 16 or something. So, realistically, they didn't actually have anything to do with their respective raid tiers, but because it is Alphascape, the beginning, with Omega being the end, a lot of people suggested that Chaos was a pretty high probability in there. That being said, it's specific. Most people didn't take any of his recent stuff seriously until they saw that Chaos reveal at the very beginning of this live letter. And then now people are starting to be like, because the other 3 bosses are really fucking weird.
Okay.
The second one, and this one I actually would believe this one as well for a number of lore reasons, is something potentially a direct representation itself of Midgard-Sormr. The only reason that I believe that that's a possibility is because Omega and Midgard-Sormr have fought before, so him making a projection of Midgard-Sormr that's accurate is not too far out of the realm of possibility. Is it something that has to happen? No, but that would not surprise me being a thing.
I just don't see them reusing an asset.
I don't think they would. I think they'd reuse the skeleton they made for him way back when, but they wouldn't use like the glowing blue whatever of that.
Right.
And I remember when we did the show before Midgard-Sormr release, we were shocked.
Yeah.
You and I were shocked they would use him as a 4-man dungeon boss.
Right.
So I would love it.
Kind of disappointed.
Yeah, I would say most people were disappointed that Midgard-Sormr got relegated to that. I'd still say I'd be disappointed he gets relegated to the second boss of raid tier, but at this point, Chaos is the first boss, so what the hell do I have to say?
It feels like I don't know, to me it feels like a downgrade from Chaos. Like, I would expect something beyond Chaos, and Midgard-Sormr doesn't feel like that because we've experienced it, even though it wasn't the physical manifestation of Midgard-Sormr. Still, the fact that we've already done it, like, I'm a little bit jaded that it may be the second one. Again, like, I have wishes, Square Enix. Are you going to listen to me one day?
No, they're never going to listen to you.
They're never going to listen to me. I'm not going to get this shit. And this is the only time I would have gotten this shit. Just, come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, if that blows your mind, the third prediction is where things get really hairy. The third boss that was predicted is Omega.
I'm going to say too hairy.
That to me is the most suspect looking thing on there. Him being the third boss and not the last
honestly,
boss.
I don't think it is. I honestly don't think it is. Within context, even though I don't feel like we will get something this lore worthy, kind of like what T12 was, and the whole cutscene with Louis Swa and everything right before Phoenix. Or was it after? I think it was before.
Louis, there's a cutscene with Louis Swa. He becomes Phoenix. We beat him, and then we get the cutscene going into Bahamut.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, it to me, it kind of fits. I was definitely expecting something beyond Omega, like a last desperation type deal.
Me too, but I was expecting Omega to do the way that we've had our like we had.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's predictable. It's super predictable. But yeah, I mean, this doesn't seem too far-fetched, in my opinion.
Well, then maybe the fourth boss sounds a little fucking far-fetched for you. How does Adam and Eve sound?
Yeah, that shit sounds fucking ignorant. The fucking hell. I mean, in context of what we're experiencing, yes, it does make sense. But how do you make that leap is the question.
So here's for those who are trying to give some credibility to it, other than the fact that we have Chaos as the first one, which does add a degree of it, is the names of the tomestones this patch are Genesis, which is the beginning, Omega, the end, Alpha, the beginning, Alphascape, beginning, Omega, the end, Adam and Eve. Yeah. The beginning of all creation. These relations. Lilith? Who gives a shit? But anyway,
Adam's first wife?
Who cares?
Yeah. Exactly.
But no one knows who she is. Everyone knows Eve.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, I don't know, dude. That's tough. And especially after a full raid tier of nothing but fan service, to then go and create this, which is nothing like anything we had before.
Right. Again, I was going with the whole, 3 fan servicey things and then Omega. And I kind of want to still believe that, so I still have hope. Square Enix. Oh,
maybe that's the rate. Maybe its duty action button is summon Lilith, and she yells at Adam, and it's like, "Who's this hoe? Thought you loved me."
Yeah.
Either way, that's fucking weird. Don't get me wrong. If it ends up being right, it ends up being right. If it ends up being right, though, Square Enix gotta fire some motherfucker because they gotta find who's on the inside. Because I don't want this shit happening before FanFest. I don't want any, there's some other stuff in here about 5.0. I don't want any of that to necessarily be right, and I know it now. I want to be hype as fuck when it gets revealed.
But hasn't that happened before, sort of, kind of, with a FanFest?
The closest thing is the shirts. We get an idea that the next thing that's going to be announced.
No, but reveals.
No.
I mean, well, technically it was wrong because it wasn't a dancer. Duh. But damn, still. Right. Yeah, exactly. But still.
Listen, if this is true, they got someone on the fucking QA team who's doing some wonky shit. Because that's the only way. That's the only team that's going to go to fucking 4chan and post. The fucking developers in Japan aren't going to do it. The fucking community team's not going to do it. The PR and marketing team sure as hell isn't going to do it. That leaves QA. No. So if this is real, if all of this is legit, some fucking QA person's getting fired, or the whole fucking team's getting fired while they investigate it. Because that shit's intense.
Yep.
So if this is right, dude, I fully advocate for Square Enix to go through their fucking list of employees and be like, and out. So this is why they can't fucking find good people to hire for the development.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Why we can't have good things. You want to know some of the other predicted leaks?
Okay, please go on.
Blue Mage. Now, I actually don't think that's far-fetched because I think a lot of people are expecting it. But this is supposed to be a leak. So let's take this more as this person claims to definitively know these things. So not speculation.
Oh my God. Blue Mage. I mean, I can't seriously, once you say that, I really can't take it too much seriously because we've all been thinking this.
But this is supposed to be someone who's claimed, because again, the things they got right, this leaker, name and nature of 4.3's Primal. A lot of people had guessed Tsukiyomi as a possibility, but specifically the story elements around it. Also, the roleplay instance for Alphino. Legit said, hey, there's going to be a roleplay instance where you play as another character. And that it was going to have Alphino.
Did they say Alphino specifically?
Yes. They leaked the Monster Hunter World's crossover event. And so far, they got the first boss of Alphascape's raid tier correctly.
Okay. So I had to give this a little bit more credence. Okay. All right. Continue.
The things that haven't been right is 4.3's first dungeon boss, which, who even knows, could have undergone changes, and Blue Mage to be revealed at E3. That was ignorant to me. But I remember seeing that months ago. That was ignorant. But the reason why they said that is because in their other leak, they said it might come out before expansion launch, because apparently it's being developed similarly to the way Ninja is. I guess, the development process. I don't know how Ninja is different than that, other than, I guess, being released mid-expansion, but whatever.
I don't believe, yeah. Continue. Yeah.
Dancer is on the list of predictions. Again, see, that's another one where I can't even, say, because that's something I could say possibly happening at 5.0. But the big thing is it lists a total of 3 jobs for 5.0. And they said they would.
Okay.
They said it was too much. Now, to be fair, I don't know who they've hired onto the company since then. Maybe the workload's a little easier to manage nowadays. We don't know. But that's another big red flag for me is 3 jobs. Something with a gun blade for the third one. Which, again, I don't think is far-fetched, but that sounds... There's no credence to allow me to believe it. As soon as you list 3 jobs, I lose a bit of...
I lose interest. Exactly.
Yeah. So, who knows? Like, they'd have to have done something internally to make 3 jobs possible again, because they've been very clear they don't want to do 3 jobs again. That's not the kicker. The next one is the one where I think it was trying to be Boy Who Cries Wolf. Because then I said 2 races.
Oh, you're on fucking drugs. What the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously. 2. As well as 3 jobs? Like, what shit are you on?
Fiero was listed as one of them, too.
Not far-fetched. Go ahead.
I think it is. Vieira's a lot of work to do to get them to work.
I mean, but how many times has it, well, really, it's only been kind of semi-teased once, I guess.
I like chat. Wow, 2 races, 3 jobs, and 12 new crafters while we're at it. See, and then Hammer has this speculation, which I think is more correct, is they could be throwing red herrings out there, so that way Square Enix doesn't think it's someone internally. They just think it's somebody guessing.
That is true, too.
I do think it's fair. See, now it's a problem. But we have to fucking... we can't even predict the game anymore. We're trying to predict the leaks.
But it's a little too close to the chest, though. Like, for these to be actually... For the amount to actually be correct that has been leaked and, he's been correct. Well, what's to say that they're not, though?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
It's just, I feel like we couldn't have gone through the show without bringing up that happened, because as soon as Chaos was revealed, everybody immediately went back to that guy's posts and started analyzing them. How the fuck does a Vieira wear the bunny ears?
They don't.
They're built in.
Yeah. You don't. They clip through the bunny ears. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, Jesus. So yeah, that was the first thing. And the arena looks cool. The fight has no walls, so have fun with pugs.
Hooray!
I remember how well technically, I mean, the first fight has always not had walls. Doom Train, although Alt-Right on normal had walls. On Savage, he didn't have walls.
No, he didn't have walls on Savage,
yeah.
No.
But it looks like this is normal Chaos without walls. So, Did Doom Train have walls on normal? No. Oh.
It's been a minute since I've done Doom Train normal. Now I'm trying to think.
Yeah. I don't remember. I've never done it. I did it once. I haven't done it again.
Yeah, exactly. You do it once and you just fucking do
Okay, it has walls on normal. Okay.
It has walls. Okay.
All right. I was like,
wow.
I literally have done that fight a single time, so... Okay, there you go. Well, then this one doesn't have walls on... No, then this one needs to be reversed. This one needs to have walls on Savage. Reverse it.
Walls that insta-kill you?
I don't care. Just make it have walls.
Yeah, death walls. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. There you go. So that was that again. So what's interesting is that while it looks like Chaos probably he actually uses his Dissidia model in terms of, because 4 arms is not the norm for him. It's the norm for him in Dissidia, but actually I think his original artwork has 4 arms, but not his in-game sprite for Final Fantasy 1. But I'd imagine that he'd literally be using Sephiroth's rig, but the auto attacks are not Sephiroth's auto attacks. So they might have reworked his rig a little bit to make him stand out. Yeah, there you go. What else? What else do we have here? Trailer will come soon this next week. Great. Anyway.
Awesome.
Could happen during the show. You never know. Could totally happen. And then they went off and just covered everything from the first live letter, like real quick. Like, hey, we announced all this in case you didn't see the first one. Domain Reconstruction, Hildebrand, 4 Lords. Suzaku's instance got a name, Hell's Kier. The Burn is now the final name for that dungeon, so they didn't change it. And then a bunch of other little stuff. They went into a little bit of detail on job adjustments, since they did mention it last time. Black Mage, Samurai, and Red Mage all getting buffs.
You don't say.
Red Mage, I think it's about time, because I think at this point, if you were going to buff Black Mage again and Summoners as strong as it is, I think Red Mage, I think they finally got something they deserved. Yeah.
But the other ones, now, do you think we're going to be let down again?
With?
Primarily Samurai.
No, I think Samurai's almost there right now, so I think one more push puts them in a spot. People are still going to lock them out of the Party Finder strictly because they've had so many bad experiences with Party Finder Samurais that they have no trust anymore.
Oh, you mean Yokai Watch?
I don't ban them from my Party Finders still. I just check their equipment now. Granted, I don't Party Finder Savage very often, so yeah.
No.
Yeah. And on top of that, they're going to be making some quality of life adjustments to certain skills, certain area of effects like Passage of Arms and ground effects, which I think is good because I remember back in the day, Sacred Soil used to take until the next server tick to apply. And so you could put it down and it could sit there for a second and a half and not apply. So some other skills haven't gotten that treatment still. Passage of Arms is listed here, so that's one of them. The Astro Bubble is another one that doesn't work properly. Hopefully that's considered a ground effect. I don't know how they classify it, but I hope that they would. So that's nothing. And then there'll be some other changes, which we'll find out about in the patch notes, which since the patch isn't next week, the patch notes won't be till next week. So Sly, it looks like we can start doing our Friday shows next week. Yeah, I know. That's how I feel.
Yay.
Yeah. Then we got, again, Forbidden Land of Eureka, third installment. Whoop de fucking do. New version of Lost Canals. Don't laugh like you weren't thinking it.
It's just the way you say it. Like, you are so done. Like, a lot of people are so done with that shit. I mean, I'm not quite there yet because I'm still doing it, but yeah. I'm like, in my mind, I'm done. Like, I'm not vested anymore. I'm just going through the motions and semi-done. But yeah.
A few other things, new recipes, fishing holes added to the Domin Enclaves.
No, wait. You kind of skimmed over Uznir a little bit.
Because there's more information about it down below.
Okay.
Yeah. We're getting captain rank for our Grand Companies with some squadron updates.
What dungeon?
The only reason why I'm showing this much excitement.
Why?
Because it's just still more than Pagos. But anyway.
Okay.
I'm just saying. And new squadron missions added, new command missions being added, so captain rank. Okay. Buffs to squadrons. I like buffs. Woo. They're adding the anniversaries for Ceremony of Bonding with new options. Some new group pose settings, including time and weather, which people who use group pose say is a really fucking big deal. So.
There you go.
What else? Then we have Tomestones, Crystal Tower, Unlock Change. 2D recorders getting more recordable duties. I mean, more than one?
No, it's just one more. When they say more, it's just one more.
Configuration data is now saved to server. They're going to do that on PC first, but they said they will do it on PS. They said, they want to do it on PC first. They didn't say they'll do it on PS4. But if you're saying PC first, it's implied. And they're just concerned about, it deleting, and then it screwing you if they do it wrong.
Yeah.
One interesting thing is alarms. I forgot about this.
I didn't. Because, shout out to Sheeny on the Reddit Discord. Yeah, I love this comment. The alarm feature will work for Aortia or local time. You can set an alarm for your static schedule. They'll still show up late in my experience. I love that.
Wasn't what Yoshi P said, by the way. That's an editor's note.
But it's still true.
That's an editor's note. I'm just letting
editor's note, but still true.
Yeah. So I like that. I mean, having the in-game alarm, like there's a lot of websites that have over the years done stuff that is similar. for fishing node, for not for fishing, but for mining nodes and botany nodes and whatnot. So this is something that could come in handy for those things for people in game, so they don't need a third-party resource. So people who play on like PS4 don't necessarily need like a website open on their phone or on a computer nearby. They have something in game as long as they know the times, for example.
The only question is, how can you adjust it? Because you know how finicky people are, and you know how, like, hey, we want to go in early. Alarm. Like, wait.
I don't give a shit about using it for raid schedule because, like you said, I don't fucking trust nobody with that shit. So
yeah, exactly.
Shit, I can change my mind on a given day. Like just this morning, someone asked, is it 8 or 9 Eastern tonight? And I was like 9 because I have State of the Realm because I couldn't do it over the weekend. And then someone asked me, we Dragon Questing today, and I said I would be if we weren't raiding. That's like, take the hint. So yeah, alarm clock actually is one of those minor features I never ask for, but I'm happy to be seeing added.
Yeah.
And then we finally got to see a little bit more of Suzaku, who
chicken waifu
oddly gets dressed as her transformation.
Yeah.
She's like, all right, I'm a fiery bird, cool, and now I have a dress on. And I've got longer hair. And my opinion is like darker.
Chicken waifu.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. And this is the next of the Four Lords, which still we have the question about what's going on with the last of the Four Lords. Seiryu is still not being used, and there's always the question of what's happening with Koryu. Will we fight him? Will he just be a solo instance? Will we have stopped the threat and he doesn't come forth? There's a lot of questions still to be answered. So that's the big thing I'm looking to see answered in the story quests here. So fingers crossed with that. And it looks like we're getting some turn 12 mechanics here.
Of course, fucking Benus. Like, I think everybody and their mom was like, fucking Benus again. Are you fucking serious?
Well,
can you not reuse T12 mechanics? I'm
just saying, it looked like there was like a hardened rage on them because whenever she does the AoE around the room, if they're still alive, they ruin your day.
Yeah, there's a fuck ton of damage.
And she had a giant conal AoE, which was weird. That was weird to me. I was like, why does she have a giant conal? Like, there's gotta be something.
That didn't seem too weird, honestly.
But it's like, it was a little weird. I was like, wait, why does she just have a giant conal AoE? There's something else to that. There's gotta be something else to that. But yeah, Phoenix 2.0. I'm sure there are gonna be things that make it stand out over Phoenix and make Suzaku kind of stand on her own two wings. But, well, we don't know what they are yet. But it looks cool.
Yeah.
I'm always a fan of seeing what they do with primals. Curious how it'll compare to Suzaku Byakko. Or, well,
do you really have to ask?
I mean, still, like, maybe there's a phase where we ride on Suzaku's back. I don't know. And that's our air phase. Yeah, calm down, Sly. Sly, I only expect you to be weird about bird tits in, like, Breath of the Wild or something. Like, that's the only game I'd expect it out of you.
No. Chicken
I'm just saying. Yeah, I mean a cleave. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not even a cleave. It's literally like a conal AoE. That's the thing. It's not even a cleave. It's legit like with an AoE mark. I'd be okay. I'd not even be okay. It surprised me less, I guess, if it was something like Cruise Chasers where you can't see it, kind of thing. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I just want more Four Lords. 4.4 is going to be a big story patch. Or a lot of things we're looking towards to see it as a big story patch.
I'll bring that up later, but yeah.
Okay.
I have a comment about that. Yeah.
Well, before we can bring that up, we have the Shifting Altars of Uznair. The official new name.
Yes. I'm so excited for this. It makes me want to do maps again. It gives a new element to Uznair. And, the whole, like, well, hey, 1 or 2. Nope. Takes that out. It's a roulette wheel. It's more Vegas-like. I hope this is at FanFest. I pray to God this is at FanFest.
If not, we have the real deal right outside.
Yeah, pretty much.
Go to the real roulette wheel right outside.
Yep.
I like Paladin's things here. Just so you know, if you getting the red diamond 5 times in a row is about a 1 in 33 million chance.
Even though there's some lucky fucking bastard who is going to get 5 red diamonds in a row. It's going to happen. They're going to put it on Reddit. please look forward to it. Hi.
So the way that it works is whenever you go into Uznair, there's a chance of you getting the original, there's a chance of you getting the new one. I'm not a huge fan of that. I would like to select which one I want to do, but I understand they don't want people to just straight up abandon the old one. But it also means that this one probably has the same rewards as the other one, because if it's random which one... I mean, maybe it has one or two things that are different, but for the majority, it'll probably be the same.
It feels shorter.
I think it is overall short. I mean, I can't tell because he fucking kill commands everything. But
yeah, pretty much.
I think what's interesting about this is it's just one room. Very little running involved. And basically there's 12 platforms, or 12 symbols around the roulette. And you press the spinner in the middle, and then the selection bar spins around. And then it can land on a few different things. If it lands on a blue diamond, it's like a silver, it's like a bronze tier reward after you kill the boss, that is. If you land on the triple diamonds, or the triple diamonds, it's like a silver tier reward. And if you land on the one red diamond on the bottom part, then it's the gold tier reward. So it's less about how far you make it and how lucky you are. Well, I mean, the other one was about how lucky you are too, but this one is like you could do the first floor, do the first spin, get a red, theoretically, which should yield the best possible stuff. So it's still very luck based, but in, I guess, a less tedious way.
Quick side note.
Okay.
I love how even in the actual chat, like when they first saw this, I saw a few people say Spectral Keeper, FF10. Like, no, does this give you hope?
It doesn't really give me hope. It's just, it's one of those things that I think makes sense, kind of, to say. Yeah. Which is okay.
I mean, it looks like it looks like something, a la Spectral Keeper that could be possible in a future raid.
What I saw when I saw this, and it just makes me think of Heaven on High more, but I wish they could add elements like this to Heaven on High. Like, what if one of the random occurrences was a roulette wheel and you spin it and it's either a trap or it's a magicite or it's something else, instead of opening the chest and that's it.
Right.
Like, I would love to see a mini roulette wheel in one of the rooms in Heaven on High, just as something different a little bit. Or maybe it can determine, like, next floor is a free floor, or next floor has more traps, or next floor... Like, you can use it to even determine the debuffs that you get.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think
I'll be down for that.
There's room for elements like this to be added. I don't necessarily need more RNG in my Heaven on High. I want more elements to it, though. So...
Please don't. Please.
Well, if they add this, it would be more RNG. That's the thing. Yeah, and then one of them summons death. Goodbye. And he starts following you around, a la Persona. There you go, the Reaper.
Yeah.
Reaper spawns.
The Reaper.
No lamps.
Yeah.
No lamps. And I do hope they look to add these elements, because they've already developed the elements now, so they might as well use them in more places.
Yep.
So we see Yoshida spin the wheel, and I think he lands on a blue diamond first. You remember, does he land on the triple, or does he land on the blue first?
The blue first. I think it was the blue first.
Okay. And it just spawns one boss mob, a Chimera, which you kill commands, but it's less about like gathering up like a horde of enemies and more about this. I just hope there are still random occurrences like treasure goblins and stuff while you're dealing with this, because I don't want them to take those elements out necessarily.
I mean, I agree with that, but
because how interesting can these enemies really be on their own?
I mean, they're not, but the whole thing is it makes it a quicker experience rather than, regular Uznair. Like, hey, you have an elephant and this shit. And oh god, there's a Namazu here who has shit. You gotta kill that too. Like,
I don't know, because I think you've already saved a lot of time by making so I don't have to go room to room. I don't think I need to have more time saved with taking out the other portions of Uznair that are always like, oh shit, let's do it. Oh shit, we got two.
Right.
I don't want less.
And again, like Little brings up a good point. No Beyonce strats. Thank God.
Yo, if I could spin the roulette to the left, I would, but I can't.
No.
If I would spin the roulette to the left, I would.
No.
That's it. It's all right. So every time you make it to the next round, so there's 5 rounds maximum, by the way, as opposed to the 7 rooms of the previous Uznair. And as you get through more and more rounds, the wheel starts becoming more and more likely to eject you. There's Atomos panels. There starts with 4, it moves up to 6 on the 3rd round. And there's also these 2 other panels that it never lands on. Look like elephants. I don't know if those are the elephants from...
I wanted to say that they were.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if those are the elephants from the original Uznair, meaning it's like the same kind of treasure chest or not. But either way, that's the only thing we don't know. He lands on the triple diamonds next. He gets a different boss. He gets, I think it's the second boss of Scala, or like a skin of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he spins it again, and he gets kicked the fuck out. No, actually, he doesn't get kicked out till the 4th. He gets Fenrir on the 3rd one. I think he gets a blue diamond again. And he gets Fenrir. And then on the 4th round, he gets kicked out. He gets Atomos. And he gets sucked up.
Did you have to say it like that?
Yeah, he gets sucked up.
All right. So that's Uznair.
Yeah. And that was all they really showed from 4.4.
Yeah. Like I said, like in terms of the live letter itself, really light. Still looking forward to the content.
Trailer.
No, it's not even a trailer. It's just light on info, honestly. And like, I don't think the trailer, the trailer would have hyped it up a little bit more, but I don't think it would add any more value beyond what.
Dude, I love dissecting the trailers. For me, it adds value. Oh, that actually wasn't the last thing for 4.4, but they skipped that. That's right, they skipped ahead. There are a couple other things to talk about, but I guess it's the last combat piece that they really show from that, because they do go on to show the rewards for FanFest. They show the Cloud minion, the Aerith minion, and the Tifa minion. I was hoping for a Sephiroth minion, and then you get the special interaction with the Sephiroth and the Aerith one where he just kills her. But that's, I guess I was hoping for a little more.
You dark son of a bitch. What is wrong with you?
Just literally.
Why would they ever do that? No.
That's it.
I mean, yeah, they had the Turtle and X-Death fight for obvious reasons, but why would they ever do that? That is just,
I mean, they also had Louis Swan Bahamut. The
Bahamut fight. Yeah, exactly. They just fight. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would it kill it?
Why not?
Jesus Christ.
It's lore accurate. Obviously, the only reason they didn't do that is not because of the interaction. It's because when Sephiroth's a raid boss, they need to leave his minion in the game, right? I'm just saying. The Cloud minion could cry if he's there too. Makes perfect sense. Just makes perfect sense. So after they also showed off the Fenrir bike, which on a Lalafell just looks ridiculous. Because I could barely tell he was on the bike because it's so small. It's a fact.
Right.
We also learned later which one of each FanFest these were coming from. We suspected Final Fantasy VII because we do expect there will be a Midgar in the expansion somewhere. We suspect there'll be like a Balam. So there's speculations about more tech-heavy stuff from the previous Final Fantasies popping up there.
Right.
This gets a little more, specific. But I think it was, so Tifa's North America, Cloud is Europe, and Aerith is Japan. Which I'm okay with. It doesn't matter to me. You have to. If I'm only going to the one that gets Tifa, so if I want the other two, it's Mog Station for me.
Yep.
And they'll become available on the Mog Station as the events occur, pretty much.
Give me Rufus.
Hey, Rufus is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Then we got another new feature. Mannequins.
We did it, Reddit! We finally fucking did it! How long have I been asking for this?
A lot of people have been asking for it since 2.0.
Yeah. But holy shit, we actually have them.
We do.
And they can pose.
They can pose, they can sell armor, they can display armor. I want to play chess. Dude, I'm telling you, man, someone's going to make a chessboard in the basement with all these mannequins.
Okay.
Why not? Just dress them all up.
That's how many spots of...
I don't know. How many chess pieces are there? Isn't it like 16 on each side?
No. Like counting the mannequin itself. Like you're only counting the mannequins. So it's like... How many decorations do they count for if you need a full chessboard?
Well, you need 32 mannequins to start.
God damn it.
Assuming that, my chess knowledge is where it belongs. And then you need 64 like individual squares and then probably a place for each of the people to stand. So, you just make the whole basement a chess floor and you have in the basement of a mansion.
When the patch comes out, if anybody actually accomplishes this, please let us know.
If you Lalafell pawns. All the pawns are Lalafells. I like that. The rooks can be
racist.
No, the rooks aren't racist.
No, I'm just saying you're racist for saying the Lalafell.
Is that the lore of chess? The rooks are racist. The bishops, the bishops can be Elizans. That makes perfect sense. Oh, yeah, you can just use a marble floor that's got the 2 tile types. There, you don't even have to put the 64 down. It's easy. Rooks are Rogadins. The king, I don't think the king's going to be a Rogadin. I think size-wise, but I don't think we can have both the rooks and the king. Femro is the queen. There you go. You can have Femro as the queen. Your knights. Yeah, there you go. And then what about Mikote's? Oh yeah, you could do Mikote and Al. Oh yeah, we still have Al. Yeah, the king could be Al Rah. I'm telling you, man, it's happening. People are gonna do it. Then do you see 2 people with edit rights and they can play a game? We make our own content. If they won't, then we will. Carbuncles as pawns. There you go. You want to be less racist? I want to do it with all the actual races, though.
Yeah.
And the mannequins also, there's going to be a vendor in the housing area to sell the mannequins. They're not made with like Uznair shit, so they're accessible.
Yeah.
Which is another big thing. So, yeah. Yeah, I've already seen the minion chess floors in the basements. Now you're going to do it with mannequins. And they can dress like with the swag. That's all I'm saying. So they're very functional. They have the selling. You don't have to sell. I mean, it's a very functional new addition. That's it. You're also going to be able to add tags like roleplay, aquarium, restaurant, event, escape game, stage, museum. So if like people are looking for a themed house, they can find it with the search function for that. Just don't go into the ERP one.
That's a sex dungeon, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you for
just letting them know. Oh.
Yeah.
No problem.
Thanks for the detailed analysis of what an ERP house would be.
I mean, they have to know what they're getting into if they see that shit. It's a literal sex dungeon.
Well, does it play that song from Rihanna the whole time? It's like that old one with the chains and the whips.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I would assume so.
Probably plays that in the orchestrion.
No. They have somebody performing that. There you go.
I'm waiting for the Denmo video where it's just like the whole basement is all Rogadins. And there's like Mr. Faces on like one of the tiles in there. And there's someone like walking through. And they're just like, oh, look at all these mannequins. And then they walk past the Mr. Face one and they turn around slowly. And he's just like... It's like a 40-second video and we're done. 300,000 views. Done.
No, Mal, it's not a strip club. It is a burlesque club. There's a difference. It's fancy. Fuck you.
Fancy. And then, of course, real content. that's being added. My jump puzzles in the gold saucer.
All right.
They showed us how it works. You go to the NPC. He teleports you there. You got 10 minutes to do it. You can collect. You can collect bonus MGP in the form of the bronze, silver, and gold cactars that are there. And Yoshida falls off and just full tilts. Oh, I don't have a picture of his face though.
Yeah.
What hunt are you doing?
I was thinking about doing another Groonclaw.
I did Garuga for the first time ever in Monster Hunter history. Fuck that thing.
Oh, poison chicken. It's all.
I got rid of that tail, but he's still an asshole.
Yeah.
Fuck that thing. Let's just give this chicken a fucking Rathalos moveset, because we're assholes.
But he's in the cone of shame anyway. So
that's fine. Alright. So yeah, there's that. And there's multiple ways to get it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. I
don't even need MGP. I'm just looking forward to it.
Yeah, I bet you are.
And I can't wait till they add even more of them, because it'll piss Ethos off.
Oh, no, the fuck they're not.
They said
this shit better not carry. They
already said that that Godbert's gonna, rent out some other areas, some other landmarks. Godbert's the one paying for it.
You do realize this is your fault, right?
Yes. You're welcome.
I didn't ask for this.
We get to see more of this right after the best seasonal event we've ever had in the form of
boy,
the Summer Festival. That's another thing we have to talk about, by the way. The Rising. We haven't done a show since The Rising came out.
Still haven't done it. Holy shit.
Yeah, you better hope he's there when you decide to do it.
Oh, you're talking about the waiting room. Yeah.
It's up right now, Sly.
It's up right now.
He comes and goes every 3 hours. So it's 3 hours off, 3 hours on. That was the big thing. I mean, this Rising, we kind of have to pair the Rising stuff and by the way, the reason why we can very quickly move over into the Rising is because that was the end of the first half of the live letter, the Gold Saucer update. They brought on the quest designer, Saki Takeyanagi, and again,
I love her art. I love the art that they gave her.
Well, she's picked out Tadaru's clothes.
Yeah.
Which is accurate considering her job description is mostly the design of the NPCs. So is she the one who gave Magni his axe? Yeah, we just gave him a Titan axe.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, let's give him a Titan axe. Yeah.
Just she also gave him floaties at one point. So that was interesting. And yeah, I mean, again, nothing technically wrong with this section, but it's hard to really draw much of a discussion from it.
Right.
So we generally just skip over that, and then they went.
I thought the evolution. I did think the evolution of Siren was pretty good.
Again, there's nothing wrong with any of this information. It's just it's hard to draw discussion from it. It's just it's information. It's insight into the death process.
It's more visual than anything.
Yeah. So there isn't really much we can draw from that for State of the Realm. However, there is one thing we can draw some fucking excitement from for State of the Realm. Yo, we fighting Jimmy at FanFest, Sly.
Yo,
Jimbo.
Let's go.
You know what that means? He's in 4.5 at some point. So yeah, the Yojimbo is going to be the special battle at FanFest. So it was Proto Ultima last time. It was Odin the first time.
Now, okay, let me ask you this. How do you feel about knowing what you're getting into before you go into it? Because the last two, we did not know. They did not tell us. This time they're outright saying, well, hey, you're fighting your Jimbo.
I could have swore we knew Odin in advance. I thought we knew both of them.
No. Did you really go in expecting Proto Ultima?
No, I don't remember expecting. I thought they told us who the enemies would be. I think you might be right. I think they didn't tell us at all.
No, they didn't.
I don't know. This doesn't affect me in any way.
I mean, it doesn't. because there's still the risk that he's gonna be in like I don't know whatever.
A 24 man are gonna shove him in. They're gonna shove him in the fucking
shove him in the
final raid.
Like the fuck are you doing here, Yojimbo? You're supposed to be in like Doma somewhere.
So I remember, so comparatively, at the first FanFest with Odin, a lot of groups were dying. The first group I ran with died because people wouldn't... So at FanFest, you could silence Einherjar, and you could stun his other attacks. He was susceptible to both, and people just wouldn't do it. So I remember I let everyone play the jobs they wanted, and I just played second tank, which we didn't need. So I just DPS'd on Warrior the whole time. And so, yeah, it was an interesting experience. But then we got the patch version in 4.5. It was harder. The rewards didn't really matter all that much because you couldn't silence or stun anything in the game version. Then we got Proto Ultima at the event where you fight him on one of the islands in Slyh, and it's 24 people, and that was utter fucking chaos. And then it happened in Dunskaith, and everyone laughed. So with Yojimbo, I'd like to imagine he's his own thing. I mean, we've kind of been leaning towards having a trial for him anyway. I hope
he's his own thing. I pray to God he's his own thing.
I mean, the worst case scenario is he gets thrown into Heaven on High as one of the bosses. That's like the worst possible scenario, but I don't think that's going to happen.
I mean, is it? And when you say that, is that really? I mean, it is kind of bad for Yojimbo. I mean, this is Yojimbo we're talking about.
I mean, it was Odin, and
but is that really? Is that really? Exactly. But is that really too bad in comparison to getting thrown into a 24-man?
I'd rather be in a 24-man than in a 4-man, because that way when you get that group that somehow can't beat him, you get to laugh about it. And I'll fucking solo his ass in Heaven on High. I don't give a shit. So. I what I'm hoping is 8-man trial. They do it Odin style like they did. I think with the feedback of Proto Ultima, where people generally show disappointment to his implementation in the game, I think it makes the most sense for them to go back to Odin in the way they did that. And with what's been going on in Hildebrand, Yojimbo is already on people's radar as a trial potentially. I think no matter what, he's still not a trial in Hildebrand, even in 4.5. I think they keep using him in the story, but I think they separate the trial completely.
So, of course, they had to give him some new toys to work with. I mean, he's still he's still going to have Daigoro.
Yeah.
He's
going to throw money all over the place, man.
Somebody has to throw money. He's not going to throw money. Somebody else has to throw the money. Because, it would have to be somebody hiring Yojimbo. That's his whole deal. Like, you hire Yojimbo. He doesn't do shit on his own. Fuck.
I don't know. It's just going to be a bunch of rich fucks who are just throwing money at him on the outside. I don't know.
So an arena, more than likely. Maybe. I think.
Maybe we're in some vault and he just starts sucking it up until we defeat Daigoro or something. I don't know. Yeah. So
Fans fired him. I like that. Yeah.
You have to buy him off the Mog Station. That's how it gets bought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you have to pay him to enter. Who knows? He'll only fight you if you pay him. He uses that money to fight you back. I doubt they would do that.
No.
I don't know, but I'm excited because it's something in 4.5 I get to look forward to also. I hope his appearance is his glam, is the reward in 4.5.
I don't think so.
I want it. I fucking want it.
I mean, I know it would be awesome to, look like Yojimbo, but
I mean, that was what Odin's rewards were. It's just his armor, but it was like the reworked version of his armor, so it was separate pieces.
What if we get a Daigoro minion?
That's also very, very likely. I think that's the most likely thing. But you got to do more than just a minion for this. I mean, Odin had the big problem of not really incentivizing enough, and honestly, even the glam is a bit. I mean, I don't know. It's weird because you almost want him to have enough item level, but there's going to be a primal in that patch. He's probably not even 4.5. Right. He's probably 4.55, to be honest. He's probably Rathalos. Maybe they do the same thing as Rathalos, the same reward structure for him, where it's you need tokens from Yojimbo's fight in order to buy stuff. Maybe. Yep. Wouldn't surprise me. Dude, where's my Daigoro mount? That'd be a big-ass mount if you were on a fucking... Actually, he's pretty big. He's pretty big in Final Fantasy.
He is. Yeah.
So, I don't know. There's possibilities, but that was one of the more exciting things to come out of the live letter for May. Other than that, they just made sure to let people know Japanese Fan Fest will be live on Twitch. They even have, you can choose to buy a ticket to go to FanFest without the mount included to save money if it's too expensive, which is weird. We don't get that choice. They're just like, pay us, fuck. And in Japan, they're like, hey, there's this option. 1 to 2 tickets per person. It's also a lottery system to actually like get in. So there's that. Also, merchandise pre-orders. They're already open if you're going to FanFest and you have a pre-order code for the merchandise.
Now, they did show some new merchandise that we're not getting, of course.
Which ones?
The Black Mage shirt. And then
yeah. That's going to be at TGS.
Oh.
Yeah, that's going to be...
So of course... Well, no. It's going to be at TGS and then Japanese FanFest. Let's be honest.
I mean, they might put it on the store. I mean, if they make it for TGS, they might want to, sell them at some point.
Yeah.
We don't get. There's also, I guess they're giving them people Sora hair also. Like, they're giving it as prizes for stuff like the FanFest art contests and stuff. The dude on the right looks like Sora grew up way too much. He's got the must. Speaking of which, did you know there's a Sora and Kyrie reference in World of Warcraft? And he looks like buff as all hell there. So it's pretty creepy, to be honest, in Battle for Azeroth.
So
I'm just letting you know.
So when are we not getting our Kingdom Hearts?
Dude, we don't even have the fucking 15 collab. Just don't even go there.
No, yeah. I'm not. Like, that's what I'm saying. When are we not getting it?
Ever.
Yeah.
When are we not getting it? Ever. There.
Ever.
There you go.
Ever.
Feast Regional Championships. We have the semifinals this Friday, as a matter of fact, which I'm pretty sure Frosty will be casting.
Yes, he will.
There you go. I think he'll be right here in the Los Angeles. So hopefully I can see him, give him a high five. Done.
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
Some more of the Chinese game Mog Station items coming over again. So this time it's the red hair and the Crimson Lotus. More stuff being brought from the Chinese version here. So no big surprise there. And then just more reminders. Tokyo Game Show. They said it's going to be light at Tokyo Game Show because they're mostly putting stuff into the 14-hour broadcast, and then 4.4
of course
is literally like a couple days before. So there's not really too much going on there.
Yeah.
That's when the shirts will become available that they showed, and then they wrapped up. That was it, and that was the end.
All right. So to revisit something, Habs, for 4.4, as you do know, 4.4 last raid tier. How are you?
In the end. It's the beginning of the end. It's Adam and Eve.
How are you approaching this raid tier?
What do you mean?
Well, because I've had conversations about this. Sly, are you gonna, do the whole static thing? Yes and no. Because here's the thing.
I'm doing the static thing.
You are doing the static.
I'm doing beat it in 2 days, and then go play Monster Hunter.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not true. I gotta make guides too, but it's beat it in 2. No, I beat it in 2 days.
You do have to make guides.
It's beat it in 2 days and then go and beat the Extreme Primal.
Here's the thing about that. We had a conversation about this. September/October is kind of the busy months.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of shit to do.
Stay. Aloha, stay. Stay.
Look at him being a good dad.
Stay.
There's a lot of shit to do. And
stay.
It's the last raid. And he's gone. It's the last raid worthy, patch. So once we do this, my plan is to prog, clear, come back when it unlocks so we can do this shit over and right before 5.0. Like, because there's really no reason to hold on to it / after prog. I mean, if you really want to, if you're about that life, sure, go ahead. Max out your armor set, get BIS. I don't care. Do you? But there's really no reason to do it.
No, there isn't. I know some people who are just clearing once, period, and then they don't really care from that point because it's just leveling gear for the next expansion. I'll probably complete the whole set. I'll log in and raid it every week. I still have to finish all my ultimate clears also to get all the weapons, so I'll probably be doing both around that time anyway, so.
Right.
Probably log in weekly, and then once probably like around 3.5-ish, probably stop doing that because I imagine that they probably won't unlock it right in 3.5, but it'll get unlocked pretty short after that. And by then I plan to Aloha. I plan to do that. Get out of here.
Yeah, so my whole point in that is that like for this to be the last raid worthy tier, meaning we're not getting anything, past another trial in 4.5, like you really have nothing to worry about gear-wise, so you could really do this once the patch comes out, get through 12, done. Go do whatever the hell else you want to. And usually it's at this time that, I call this the cleanup time, because this is usually the time where it's a lull. It's a really big lull. And you have time to, go level other jobs, go do all the beast tribes that you didn't do, do all the shit that you really haven't done. This is probably the perfect time to do that shit. So go do all that shit.
I just have to finish leveling my crafters before fucking 5.0, man.
There you go.
That requires almost no effort from me.
No effort for you.
Because it'll be done with daily quests and it'll be done with daily turn-ins.
Right.
Not a single goddamn leave quest is coming out of my ass.
So yeah, I really don't feel too stressed about raiding because again, like if you are really raiding hardcore after maybe 3 weeks, like seriously, the fuck are you raiding for? Like unless you're doing ultimate and everything, yada yada yada, which it's still not even going to be worth anything in ultimate because it's synced down. But still, the fuck are you raiding for? Just wait. To go do other shit.
Some people like raiding, Sly.
I understand that. But still, like, it's not going anywhere. You cleared. Congratulations. You are done. You are done with Omega. Go celebrate. Have drinks. Go play other shit. And I hate to say it like that.
Dude, I got Maple Story 2 head start on October 1st.
There you go. Boom. Done.
There you go.
There you go.
I could do some Final Fantasy 11 grinding for no reason in that time.
I mean, you might as well. You did Eureka.
Dude, you want to know what's fucked up? I didn't do my Progress Relic. I finished, for the most part, my Ninja Relic in 11.
Yeah.
I need, and Fortuna is also coming out soon.
Hooray.
I need that. I still need to go get my Revenant. Leave me alone, Windows. Sorry, Google Chrome is giving me alerts. I don't know why Google Chrome started giving me alerts. It was like 2 weeks ago. I'm getting this shit out of here. I'm doing it right now. Search engine, default browser, on startup, advanced. Get this shit off of my fucking notifications.
I mean, but really, that was my whole point of contention with rating in 4.4 is that after that, we really don't have anything to look forward to other than the last trial and whatever else we're getting.
I mean, I just look forward to anything at all. I don't do it ad nauseum. I do it a few times and I'm like, all right, that was good. I'll see you later.
Yep.
For me, it's fine. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
It's for a lot of other people that care a lot. I would like more stuff to keep me around, but for the time being, if it is how it is now, I'm just going to treat it like that, man.
Exactly. So don't feel too bad if you just leave and, come back and, just don't.
How do I turn off Windows notifications?
This is really hilarious.
Desktop notifications for Google Chrome. That's what I want.
I never had them.
I don't know. They just started out of nowhere. Privacy and security is where it's at. All right. So it's under privacy and security. Google Chrome may use web services to improve your browsing experience. I would like to disable those. Everything.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. It says click content settings. Fuck you. How about that?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the State of the Realm podcast brought to you by Google.
Where's the next one? Click notifications. Where? Here. Just get rid of it all. Just get rid of all of it. Just block it. It's done. I did it. It's fixed.
You good?
Yeah.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Glad to hear it.
All right.
But all in all, that was really all the content we got out of the live letter from Saturday. Again, light yet with a little bit of substance. We know what, like, we have the shit that we kind of already know in hand, and no trailer, and we'll probably get that this week. Don't worry.
Fucking better get it this week.
Yeah, we fucking better, or else we're gonna fucking riot. But yeah, like all the kinds, like, first of all, leaks. We have leaks to go by, quote unquote, and then yeah, that's pretty much all we can say about that. We shall see. And then all the content they did show off. All in all, I'm still looking forward to 4.4. Still, you know,
I am too. I know where it stands in terms of like how long it'll take me to go through and get. It's mostly how long it takes me to get my YouTube content out. That's the big thing for me. It's how long it takes me to get my YouTube content. That's how long the patch lasts for me.
Okay.
And so it'll probably be a week, and then of course I'll have to re-clear. Okay. But I mean, Maple Story 2 I will be doing on October 1st. I still have Monster Hunter. Dragon Quest, but the goal is to not have Dragon Quest by then. So I mean, there's things to go through.
Yeah, I still gotta get you. Well, we gotta get you through. You gotta get your.
I gotta do my solo village. Quests, man. You
gotta get your village on your own, and yeah. I just gotta get you through fucking hub. Gotta get you a deviant quest. Gotta get you a fucking deviant quest. You ain't gonna survive, son. What the fuck is wrong with you, son?
Dude, my aerial's too good, and they don't stand a fucking chance. All right.
Oh, do I have the aerial set for you, son? Oh my god.
They don't stand a fucking chance.
And I'm not even an aerial player, but I do know an aerial set. God damn it. Why are we talking about Monster Hunter Gen U on fucking
because we're not talking about 14. Although
can we move the poster out? Can we do our patrons?
Well, actually, there's one other thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
I was leaning towards doing it earlier, but I waited till we're done with all the live letter details. And It is something that apparently all of us here on the western side of the world, we missed it months ago. Right under our noses.
What's that?
The potential name for the expansion. A trademark Square Enix filed.
Oh, more leaks.
These aren't leaks. Yeah. The trademarking thing has happened with every expansion.
I mean,
it's public information.
I mean, you can kind of semi-consider it a leak, but still, the name.
Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
SBS. SB2, SHB, SWB.
All right. Got another one?
S.
Nope. Just S. Okay. All right. Honestly, I can't. I mean, there's a lot.
XX Shadowbringers 420XX. There you go.
God, why does it sound like an Xbox name? There's a lot you can take. Probably. There's a lot you can take from it. But I think once a lot of people saw the name, it made sense. Based on current events and everything that we've seen so far, it's made sense.
Well, it makes more sense. I think the main reason why I got noticed eventually, I got noticed on a lot of the Japanese blogs a while ago, but specifically on the Western side of things, until we got the Rising event and the Tales from the Storm, those made it seem more, because we were so focused on Violet, we were so focused on Garlemald and purple, and that being the color to look for. But in the Rising, they make reference to the to dusk, day, dawn, dawn, day, dusk, and nightfall. Nightfall is where we are now, in the darkness of nightfall. So that's why Shadowbringers becomes a more likely title based on that. Oh, and also for those of you, I'm sorry, Sly, I have to address them now. For those of you who've read Estinian's Tales from the Storm, he also references the Shadow as well.
How about you eat a fucking grilled dick sandwich, you dumb fuck?
I'm not the motherfucker. Listen,
look. The recent story that came out with Jatsus, I read that. I did not read the Estinian one.
Oh, we noticed.
Go ahead.
This show took too long to happen. I forgot everything. What? The thing that happened 4 days ago? I didn't read that.
I read the Yatsu one.
You haven't read the other ones yet? There's all 4 of them are there now. All 8 technically, but yo, there's one with Fordola and Ehrenvolt.
Mm-hmm.
There's one with Sid and Nero. There's also one with Estinian, if you didn't know.
Oh boy, I do know now.
Yeah, you do.
Jesus.
But what's the name of the armor, though?
Ravana.
That's not right. He fights Iceheart.
Yeah. She fights Iceheart, but yeah.
Ravana's not a she, but anyway.
Yeah.
Wants to revel in the glory of combat. All right. So, yeah, the whole Shadowbringers thing seems more and more likely.
Yep. 100%. Can't really deny it at this point unless they actually extend or change the name outright, which I don't see them doing.
Yeah, they've already filed for the for the trade. I mean, it could be something unrelated. It still could be. It was filed much earlier than Heaven's Word and Stormblood were trademarked. I think
they have to be working on advertising so fucking early for this. So what do you think we're gonna see?
Another WWE. Except this time Xavier's gonna come out and he's just gonna come out in fucking Gaius outfit.
No. He's gonna dress up like a Ronso because Blue Mage. Like he's hype about that shit. You know he is. Come on now.
You know what? Speaking of Blue Mage, I liked one of the theories somebody saw with Alice A's main theme being red and Alphinaud's being blue. You think he could be our Blue Mage?
No.
No faith in Alphinaud.
No.
Like, nope, don't trust that guy.
No.
That guy's a little bitch.
No. Straight up bitch made. No, fuck no.
The incredible lack of faith.
Absolutely.
Instant
there
lack
have
of
been way
faith.
stronger like blue mages than that. Come on. Really? That's what you want in a blue mage? Really? I mean, I understand he's growing as a person and as a man, but still.
Exactly. That's why he'll be our next dancer.
I'll give you that one.
Oh yeah, now you have faith in him. He doesn't look like he looks like
faith in
that
you on
motherfucker's
that
got 2 left feet. Are you kidding me?
Hey, look. If Ulbrich can become a dancer and it looks good on him, then fuck it. Alphinaud can do it too.
Ulbrich ain't rocking shit.
Oh man.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Anyway, other than that, I don't think there's much else to go on. There's that interview that happened like a week ago where he was talking about Pagos and stuff. Honestly, I don't even want to do it. It's so much about Pagos. I don't want to talk about it.
Are you tired of Pagos?
I'm a little bit tired. I'm tired of talking about it.
You don't want to talk about the logo system and everything?
The thing we know nothing about?
Nothing about? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, let's talk about the thing we know nothing about.
How the fuck does it work?
I don't know.
No, I'm not asking you. I'm asking Square. Please, insight.
You'll get it like a live letter or two from now. Probably one live letter from now, which will probably be in October, and then we'll have a live letter at FanFest, and then we'll have we'll have another live letter probably after New Year's.
Yep.
Because September 18th, we now so October, November, December, and then half a month. So you're either doing it right on New Year's or the week after New Year's. Probably like you know,
I'd say a week and a half after New Year's, probably.
Yeah, something like that.
What day is New Year's?
It's a little bit long though, so but it's probably January.
Yep. Yeah, I'd say, damn, a full week after New Year's. You're right, probably. Yeah. So the 8th.
Yeah. I gotta wait for the trailer at the very least. So on that note, Sly, I think we can wrap up the show feeling pretty good about ourselves.
Yes, we can.
Other than the fact that I was supposed to do the show on Saturday and then all my audio just didn't work properly.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, okay. We tried. I got the message earlier. I was like, Mike, are we doing this or no? Like, yeah, my audio equipment is just ass right now. So, nah. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I think they're fine with it. Most likely, probably. Okay, thanks, man. It's awesome. But on that note, I think we can wrap up the show and move on over into post-show.
Yes, we can.
So, got 2 things. One, don't forget about the Steel Series giveaway in the description of the YouTube videos. We have one every month. Steel Series sponsored my channel for a while. They're now doing giveaways for State of the Realm. So, free shit. What else is there What else is there to really say?
I'm not entering.
If you do, I'll punch you in the face.
Yeah.
And I will physically see you in a few months, so it's possible.
So it's possible. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
There we go.
And on the other hand, we also need to talk about our sponsors over on Le Patreon.
Yes, we do.
Yes, they've been supporting through hashtag demonetized over on the YubTubs. And we love them.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
all of them.
All of them. Yeah.
New and old.
We like you. You're good people.
We like you.
You're good people.
I like you and don't want you.
We don't need to quote that. We don't. That's of all the things you need to quote. You don't need to quote that scene from Boondocks. I like you, I likes you, and I want you.
And I want you.
So we can do this the easy way or the hard way.
We can do this the hard way. The choice is yours.
I see you choosing the hard way.
I see you're going to do the hard way. All right. But thank you to our patrons, especially starting with our patron of light. And then, Mike, do we have a picture this week?
Yes, we do.
All right.
I'm now imagining them saying the quote in the picture. I likes you and I wants you. That's what they're saying in the picture. That's the context of this scene right now. All right, so thank you, Khuja Cross on the Jenova server, for being the patron of light and for taking good pictures.
Yes.
Yes, and again, applicable.
Your photo game, again, Khuja Cross's photo game is so good. And
think about when the group post settings get updated.
Oh, it's going to be even better.
It's going to be lit.
And we can't do any of this. Like, we just take snapshots. We just don't. The only thing the extent of our photos is, hey, we cleared this. Take a picture. Let's move on.
Yep. That's it. And that'll be my picture on September 19th. Pretty much. And of course, we do have plenty of other sponsors to thank for State of the Realm standard sponsors. We have, we'll get to the bottom of the list here. We have Senshi, Shinka, Crimson and Talvia Swift of Coworld, Just One Fox, Shadow Link on the Tomberry server, Dom, Asuka Wake from Jenova, the $1 Million Midgard Armor, Serren the Avalanche family on Malboro, Janhyua Yatu, Kifca and the Great Eagles on Exodus, Dark Graver, Kadeyoshi from Khuja, Skia Symphonia from Ragnarok, Rah Xephon from Exodus, Rylanator, Westaur, the Purple Warrior, Eadric Redsteele on Exodus, Lexxie Valentine, Mantaru the Rivivus FC from Zodiark, Sour Cream and Chives from Jenova, Rynoet Chikara, Goetia Valefar of Siren, Hersh Fersh of Faerie, Phoenix Down FC on Goblin, and Serren from Zodiark. We also have our elite State of the Realm sponsors. We have Casual Heroes FC on Midgard Armor, Tatacha Taka on Hyperion, Kano Uzuki of Jenova, Ustarla of Coral, Sathal, Serafrost from Behemoth, Diablo, Holy Tabasco, Red Thorn Asura, Current Ioni, Askin Hawk from Shiva, Crass015, Mustang, the Serenity FC on Ultros, Kat Kazuma, Cyril Kira on Cactar, Ignis Fairgun from Diablos, Celestial Fanfrit, Knock Quarters from Excalibur, Corvus Moonscar, Private Mikey, Spike, Nani Kirasami, Rudy Rudiger, Tim Colossus, Claire Hackman, Raul Jr., and Killtastic Jones. They really wanted you to do the face, huh?
They really did.
Yeah.
I was resistant.
I saw you type, I didn't see your face, I just saw Sly do it, and you say no. So, that was all I needed to know what was happening here.
Okay.
All right.
Glad you saw that.
Thank you to our sponsors over on the Patreon.
Thank you so much for supporting the show. For again, new and old. Thank you so much. Combating #demonetized. Thank you.
And with that, it's time for us to do our sign-offs finally, Sly. So why don't you start?
Well, first of all, let me say this. In the past couple of weeks, we haven't shows haven't been done normally on normal days and yada yada yada. I've received a lot of support, and I just want to say thank you so much to all who have supported me in the past couple of weeks. It has been crazy. It has been tremendously crazy, but thank you so much. You can find me on twitch.tv/Sly, aka Greyfox, Twitter @Slythefox, youtube.com/Sly, aka Greyfox, Facebook Sly, aka Greyfox. As far as what I'm doing in the near future, I'm doing a lot of Janhyua because I'm already on G rank and doing that shit. Finishing Rynoet 2 for SMT Saturdays and moving on to God damn it. It's right here. God damn it. Devil Survivor. So the next SMT for us will be Devil Survivor Record Breaker. The next 3D Sunday, we are starting Fire Emblem. So Fire Emblem Awakening for our next 3D Sunday. But again, thank you guys so much for all the support you have given me in the past couple of weeks. Everything, it really means a lot. I know Happy. Good God. You people are fucking crazy. The fuck is wrong with you? Jesus Christ. But I'm sure he appreciates it too, and he's gonna let you know right now. So Happy, where can they find you? What do you want to say to the people?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what you said is an understatement, to say the least. I'm gonna do my outro first, then I'll talk about that. You can find me, Mr. Happy127, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I went to PAX West. I played a lot of Devil May Cry. I played a game called Indivisible made by the people that did Skullgirls. That's good. You should buy that when that eventually comes out. We don't know when that's coming out, but you should buy it when it comes out. Played Diablo 3 on Switch. That was dope. I'm going to buy that. So I have that because I haven't played Diablo 3 in ages. I didn't buy all the DLCs, so I'm going to play that. So that's going to be cool. And then there was other games that I don't remember. Mega Man's coming out soon. That was there. That was a thing. I think there's something else I played that I don't remember right now, and I don't remember what it was. So I'm gonna have to remember that because I don't. Yeah. What was it? I don't know. Grandia. That's right. Grandia.
Grandia 2.
Yeah, played Grandia 2.
Oh, you did Grandia 2. Oh,
they only had Grandia 2 available. That was pretty good. It's got some work that needs to get done because it's still pretty early in the HD remaster phase, but it's starting off pretty strong. However, I had a hell of a week because during the 5-year anniversary of the game, I was mentally destroyed. But with generosity, to be clear.
Yeah.
That was
let's be clear.
Yeah, let's just say I've learned a few new things in the past week or so. And there were things I didn't expect to have to learn, but I now know them. And I have some emote slots that need filling. So for me, I said it during the live stream, but I'll never believe I deserve it. You can tell me as many times as you want, but I'll never believe you. Any of you. It's just, it doesn't. Yeah, see, we have Hapgasm. That's the first of the new ones. I already know what one of the other new ones is, but I got to fill the other two. Luckily, Hapgasm is turned out pretty well because it goes along with the meat emote really well. So it's like Hapgasm, type ! Meat hype in the chat, and you'll understand what I'm referring to there. Yeah, there you go. See, that's the combination that we're looking for. And so, it was, it's hard to talk about because there are no words. There are, and Sly would tell me to use them.
But we can't. See, that's the thing. And you take away the words from us when you do shit like this. But we honestly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for supporting us, supporting our individual channels, supporting our friends, supporting the show. Just Thank you. Jesus Christ, thank you.
I saw one meat emote. My stomach's growling.
I have 6 more tacos.
Okay. I don't. So thanks.
And you should probably go to a taco truck and get you some fucking tacos. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I can afford it.
Yeah, of course.
After last week.
Yeah. You can buy the whole goddamn taco truck and just... We don't have any tacos anymore. I'm sorry. There was this one man, and he had a cat, and yeah, exactly.
Why would I bring my cat to the taco stand?
Why wouldn't you?
Because he's an indoor cat.
Don't you want to take him on trips with you?
No.
Okay. All right.
So with that, I'm gonna say one last thank you because I still have to edit together a video of that day, and it's gonna get crazy a little bit.
A little bit.
So I'm gonna end the stream and we're gonna talk for a few minutes for the post show.
Yeah.
And then we'll be normal. Oh, so next week, we have the option of doing the show Tuesday on the trailer analysis with FS. We have the choice of waiting till Friday for patch notes. I think we'll probably take that route because we need to do the following show on Friday as well. So either way, there's a week and a half gap somewhere. We either have the week and a half gap now going to the next show, or next show going into the post patch show. Okay,
so chat. The next few shows are going to be on Fridays. This has happened before. Don't freak out.
It's patch schedule.
Patch schedule. Like, even still, we'll get people that come by the channels, and like I get this all the time. Hey, Sly, why aren't we isn't State of the Realm tonight? No, it's not. And he'll tweet it out. I usually ask him, like, Happy, do you want me to tweet this shit out? Like, no, he handles. So definitely make sure you are on the lookout. If you're not following Happy on Twitter, again, the fuck are you doing? Follow Happy on Twitter. If anything happens with the show, he will tweet it out. If not, like, I'll tweet it out as a secondary measure, just to, just say, hey, like, he said this, I'll retweet it. But yeah.
Well, we gotta clear it before Friday anyway. We're only getting 2 days to do stupid hours, so we gotta clear before Friday anyway.
Yeah.
So ain't got no choice on that.
Right.
Yeah, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go on to a short post show, and then I got a raid instead of playing Dragon Quest. I'm sad.
Oh boy, I am sorry. I will just be hunting monsters. But everybody, thank you guys so much for coming by, and we will see you next week. Until then, take care.
Hey, bye-bye. Bye-bye.